Well, welcome to pop-up store fsfashionsnoops.com. And Robbie, Annalena, would you mind presenting just an overview
Sure.
of the service?
Hello, everybody watching. Thank you for joining us. I'm going to do a really quick run through of what the FS platform looks like. And it's really easy to use. It's very user friendly. So you can see at the top navigation, it's broken down into 3 sections. So the first section is called Explore. And this is everything that's forecast, key items, all of that stuff that's future thinking to help you build an incredible range. And then we have our Track section. And this is where we use AI and, use this kind of system to track what's happening in store, within retail. You can also track social live. You could track what's happening on the runway or trade shows. And a new, one of our little babies that we've introduced is AI Art Live, which is now available where you can scrape and search for AI images that are copyright free to add into your mood boards. But to kick things off, we'll look at Explore. So this is where most people kind of spend their time. It's broken down at the top by category areas. So you've got all the great stuff in there. So women's, intimates and swim, men's, youth, active, kids, accessories, home, beauty and wellness, color, pattern and graphics, and then this is an asset gallery, so you can find all of those extra images that you need. We also have videos in there. We have CADs and sketches. So this is really simple to use. I'm the director of youth, so I can talk you through my section.
Yeah.
So within youth, it's broken down by forecast, runway, and market intelligence. But my favorite thing about FS is no matter where you click within each category, it's the same format, so you don't get lost. And that really easy to use navigation is really key, I think.
Yeah.
And it really helps clients kind of, like multi-brands or like multi-category brands. It really helps them kind of know where they are when they use the site. So you can see all of these kind of drop-downs are the same as they go through. We have forecast, which is one of our sections. So in forecast, we work 2 years ahead of now. So we'll cover everything from key items to we'll figure out how to take something that's happening culturally and apply that to product. So we don't just give you, like these kind of big blue sky thinking ideas. We have that, but that's kind of like our basis. And then as we work through the season, we get more and more granular. So you'll start with like a big picture idea that's driven by culture, but then you'll also get support with what the best-selling jacket will be or what the most important shirt or how to move on the hoodie. So we kind of take you through stage by stage and everything is linked. So no matter where you fall in the forecast season, you can kind of see what's happened before that so you can track it. So yeah, as I said, we do thematic storytelling. We also link to culture and what's happening there. Then we also have a big, diverse key items package. So you get all of the, the most important silhouettes. And then from those most important silhouettes, what are the most dominating silhouettes within that? So we also do that for color and across all of those kind of future thinking categories. We do a really in-depth runway analysis, and we also do digestible bite-size reports within runway as well. So we've kind of got your bases covered no matter what kind of business you are. But one thing that I really want to show you that I'm very excited about, and I think you'd really like it, is our track system. And this is where we use AI to scrape retail, to scrape e-commerce images, which I can show you, which will be a great help. Almost consider it like doing a competitive shop, but from the comfort of your home or desk. Then we have an AI scraper called Social Live, which scrapes thousands of Instagram accounts so you can download high-res images. But without me trying to explain it, let's dig in and show you how it works. So you can almost treat it like online shopping. Within Retail Live, you can see up here we have, 3.5 million images. and we scrape from, I think we're on about 26,000 brands. So we have a lot of images to give you inspiration and support you. So as I said, treat it like online shopping. Down the left side, you have your navigation, and this is almost like a filter system. So let's test it out. So we want to select women's, and then maybe I'm an apparel designer, so I want to look for apparel. And if you click on this plus, it gives you the options to break down by category. So if you're a dresses designer, for example, you simply click on that, and then you can see it's given me almost 27,000 images that I can scroll through and take inspiration from. One great thing here as well is that you can drag and drop these images into My Assets. So if you look up here, it has My Assets, and I almost think of that as almost like an image library. So you can select or create folders based on your search requirements, and then you can fill those searches up or those folders up as you go through your day of research. And that's a really simple process. I have thousands of these folders open here, but say, for example, we're doing red, strong shoulder dresses. We can drag that straight into here, and then it'll save the high-res image. You can drag another one, and then you can create a collection that you do a batch download. You can email it to a colleague, or you can drag it into some mood board templates that we've created for you, and you can use those to create your mood boards for your range. So we've gone through apparel, we've done dresses, but maybe we want to do one step further. And you can search for materials, occasion, you can search detail and embellishment, you can search by color, price range, store, brand, date range, and region and country. So say if you're a brand and you're in Europe, but you want to expand into Asia, or you want to expand into another region, you can do research on what sells or what's in store in that region at this particular time. My favorite thing about this is you can also time jump. So it's almost like we've got this kind of Back to the Future thing going on. So say if you're on a brand's website and you are looking at a specific item, but that item sells out, it then vanishes from said website. But using Retail Live, you can travel back in time, and we still have those images on our system. So it's a really great way to kind of travel back in time. You might want to test out, say if you're doing a range and you say, okay, this is for Christmas this year, but what was working for Christmas last year, you can use that date hop to travel back in time and see what was working then. So let's play around with this. So we're on dresses, we're in apparel, we're in women's, and we want to see what colors are available. So you can click on color, and then it has this really easy color picker that you can drag around. You can change it up here. So let's say we want to test it and see if this bright, bright pink is available in dresses. And then what the AI has now done is it's scanned all of these brands, all of these online stores, and it's brought us, okay, so we've got 160 images. I was very specific with that pink, so I've been quite tough on it. But it gives you some really good options. So this is a really great tool if you want to test color or see, okay, what other brands are kind of dealing with this color in store. So let's try it with a different color. Okay, let's try this blue. And there you go. It's so instant and it's really fast, and it'll give you different options for different colors. So I think that's a really good tool to use. And then similarly to that, we've got Social Live. So this is where the AI scraper can really be your kind of best friend. When we first started using this, I found that it cut down my research time by half, which is incredible because, time is so precious. We don't get time back, and we're under a lot of pressure to keep creating. So this is a really great tool. So within Social Live, it scans thousands of Instagram accounts that we've pre-selected and put in. And then you can use these kind of drop downs to basically search into different accounts. So if I want to look for youth, for example, it will give me all of the accounts that are associated with youth culture, youth fashion, youth home, anything in that kind of age range. It will give me in terms of imagery. And then you know how when you're researching on Instagram, you have to take a screenshot, you have to then Bluetooth it to your computer, you have to then put it into Photoshop and crop out all of the junk around the edge that you don't need because you want that high-res image. And then you still don't have the high-res image because it's a screenshot. All of those issues can kind of wash away by using Social Live because you can simply drag and drop the high-res image directly from the Instagram account into your pre-selected folders. And it doesn't give you these arrows, it doesn't give you the spots down here, it just gives you that perfect high-res image. And it just cuts your working time down by so much, just so you can spend more time doing those things that really matter. So I use this every day. I spend hour upon hour on this, and it's my favorite place to go for inspiration. And as I said earlier, it can be as wide or as small as you want for that kind of search option. You can search by product category, so you can look just for fashion, apparel, like you can look for accessories, or even if you work in the home space, you can search by bedroom, by living room. It's just a really clever system, and I think it's like the perfect accompaniment to a designer or a buyer or a creative. One of our new babies that we just launched is AI Art Live, and AI is here, and we all need to kind of work with it instead of against it. And this is a really great tool to have. So our new feature, AI Art Live, uses AI to scrape AI platforms. And you can just type in keywords here. So let's say, I don't know, we're doing a mood board. We want some interesting interiors. So I might type in interiors. And you can see how instant that, that image kind of pop-up is. So we've got loads of images to choose from here just by typing in a keyword. And these are all copyright free because they're all AI generated. And we've been using this a lot recently within our reporting. So, sometimes you want that perfect image and it doesn't exist in real life because you want it to be quite digital or kind of futuristic, and you know that it's not possible in reality. So this allows you to kind of dream up scenarios that you didn't imagine could ever be dreamt up.
But it's about the prompting,
Yeah.
Because you can also generate your own.
Yeah. And what I love about it, so if you hover over the AI image prompt, you can see what that artist or prompter typed in to get this result, and you can copy and paste that into here and generate your own AI images, which is just so cool to be able to create your own images for your own mood boards, for the stories that you're working on and under pressure to always come up with newness all the time. This is a really great tool to kind of tap into as a support network.
Yeah.
So that's our new favorite baby.
And still, again, you can have the index and drag and drop all the images.
Yeah, so just like the other platforms, you can drag and drop into your folders and it'll save the high-res image. And then while we're on the topic of AI scrapers, we still have the good favorite in Runway. So we'll get all of the Runway images really fast. You can kind of search down the edge here. So you can search by market, by season, by city, or by designer. So if you type in if you search for a designer here, and you'll get the current collection, the one before that, the one before that, the one before that. So you can kind of track it. So clients really love that that tool. And then also we do the same with Trade Show Live. So we cover a lot of trade shows. And, we understand the pressures that some brands are facing right now. So, maybe finances are a bit of a struggle, and they want to go to those trade shows, but they can't find their budget to do it. So you can kind of visit those trade shows, again, from the comfort of your home or desk. So you can just use the filter down the side. So let's test it. So we want, let's do the home and lifestyle market. So I'm not always sticking to fashion. And then we might want to, let's leave that one open actually. And then let's do a season. So maybe fall, winter 25, 26. And then it'll show up all of the results, and there's incredible inspiration pictures from specific trade shows. So you can go through, and my favorite thing about this is that some of the images will be materials and details and some of them will be kind of like lifestyle shots or these beautiful sets that have been built in the home space. So I really like to dig in here and use them for like mood inspiration as well as product.
And this is the FS shooting,
Yeah.
your teams.
Yes, so we
Yeah.
have teams all over the world who, visit these shows and take pictures and upload them on the same day. So we get them really, really fast.
Yeah.
So this is almost like, I don't know, it's sometimes going to trade show after trade show after trade show, it gets quite exhausting because there's so much ground to cover.
Yeah.
So you might still be going to some of these trade shows, but you can almost use this kind of as an extra team member to take
Yeah.
the pressure off
Yeah.
and to stop your feet from being so sore because you're traveling so much. So yeah, that's a really great tool to dig into. Yeah, and so that's track. Is there anything else we think people would be interested in that we want to dig into?
I think
Or have
then
we
they
covered
will
it?
ask for a demo. And
Yeah.
we can do it more in
Yeah.
personal meetings because it can be so different for different
Yeah, for
brands.
sure.
But great presentation,
Thank
especially
you.
the track, which is
Yeah.
so interesting.
Yeah,
and
think
helpful.
I think it's a really great tool that we have at FS, and I think a lot of the feedback that we've got with clients from all different parts of the industry is how much it's helped them because it's just so fast and so accessible. So if you would like a demo and you want to spend some more time with us, or you have specific needs or questions, you can contact us and we can set that up.
But there are so many other things, like nowadays you can download the beautiful videos. You do amazing videos of all the trend concepts
Yeah.
and stories in all the different areas. And that's so helpful. If you have a conference, you have to
Yeah.
persuade your buyers of the new style or a new concept. And you
Yeah.
have that support. It becomes real or true somehow, which is so helpful.
Yeah, and a lot of our team members come from the industry, so we know exactly your pain points. We've been in your shoes. A lot of us have done your jobs. So we built this site as a support network, and we almost want to be an extension of your team. So anything that you need, I feel like we cover. I'm really excited about the future of FS,
Yeah.
and I'm really seeing the more people join us, the more they realize that they kind of can't live without us. So yeah, I'm really excited to meet more people.
And it's very much dedicated to design, range, products.
Yeah, and
and future.
practical.
And
yeah,
practical.
actionable.
Yeah.
Like we'll inspire you, but you'll come away having practical information that you can integrate into your brand to, lead on to success, and you can thrive with it. So
Yeah, and the way you collaborate, it becomes your personal tool. So it's in the end your own individual
yeah,
translation, which is, I think that's the best thing.
yeah.
So
yeah.
collaboration instead of
Yeah.
dictation.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And we do a lot of really great webinars. We do a monthly show and tell meeting where the team get together and just talk about their favorite things that month. So it could be a movie, it could be an album, it could be a book that they've read, or an exhibition, or a collaboration, or some sort of scientific breakthrough. We don't believe in gatekeeping or dictatorships at FS. Like every piece of information that we have, we share it with you or with our clients, and that's really important to us. It's a very kind of like wholesome environment. So every time we discover something new, we share that with our clients because I think knowledge is power, and this is how we all survive in this tricky
sure.
in this tricky time. So yeah, it makes us really excited to have like great dialogue with clients and share really strong ideas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Robbie, thank you.
Thank you so
Done
much.
a great job, and everyone out there, contact us, demo@colorhouse.se, and you'll end up in Anna-Lena's mailbox.
Yeah. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.